So, how are you, Preeti Mataji?
I am fine, sir. Little throat is not throat is still not clear, but I'm better.
Very nice. Thank you. Ramakrishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Your name reminds everybody of both Ram and Krishna. Yeah? If you can also switch on your video, be nice. Am I audible? So today's verse is extremely important. You can say this is a turning point in Bhagavad Gita. Why a turning point? Because so far Krishna was keeping silence. He was not speaking much. Who was speaking? If Krishna was not speaking, who was speaking? Arjuna was speaking. All the time he only was speaking. And patiently Krishna was hearing what Arjuna was speaking. Why? Because Arjuna was very upset. The first learning is if somebody is upset and is sharing something with you, you should hear it patiently. Don't give gyan right in the beginning, especially for husbands. they don't have patience at all. Yes, Prabhu, am I right? Yeah. And they are impatient. When somebody is upset and sharing is concerned, we should be very patient in hearing. If you give your ears to him, then he or she will give her ears to you, will listen to you. Otherwise, not listen to you. So Arjuna was confused, and as we have studied in the first chapter and in the beginning of second chapter, where he gave total 5 reasons why he should not fight the battle. Correct? And these 5 reasons are anyone? Without going through notes.
Indecision was the fifth reason not to fight
Yes.
the battle.
And the first 4?
Compassion.
Compassion. Compassion.
Fear of sinful reactions.
Fear of sinful reactions. 2.
If everyone dies, then whom will he enjoy the victory with?
Loss of enjoyment.
Loss of
3.
enjoyment.
Thank you, Meenakshi. 3. Then कितने हो गए? 4 हो गए, है ना? Including, yes.
So probably the 4th point might be repeated, but I'm still saying the fear of destruction of dynasty religion.
Yes, fear of destruction of the dynasty, exploitation of women. You know, that was his 4th reason, and 5th was indecision. So compassion for his kinsmen, his relatives, loss of enjoyment. How will I enjoy without anyone? Fear of sinful reactions. If I kill my guru, I'll be subjected to a lot of sinful reactions. Then fear of destruction of dynasty. If all the elders die in this battlefield, who will take care of children? Who will take care of women? They will get exploited. And then we have unwanted progeny, Varna Sankara. And they'll stop all rituals or samskaras, which normally flow from one generation to another generation. Correct? And 5th is indecision, confused, what to do. To do duty as a Kshatriya and fight the battle, or do the duty of a disciple, not to kill Guru. है ना? She is confused. 5 reasons he gave. Now, we saw in the previous verse, after giving 5 reasons, he's saying, I don't know what to do. He kept aside his bow and arrow. And now in this verse, which is 2.7, most important verse, he is going to take shelter of Krishna, or he is going to accept Krishna as his guru, as his teacher. So far, they are friends. So far, they are friends. Arjuna and Krishna were friends. But now Arjuna is saying, I need some guidance. I am confused. I need clarity. So I accept you as my guru. I become your disciple. Please let me know for sure what is good for me. So he's seeking guidance now in the position of a student, disciple. So very important verse. I'll give a chance almost everybody to recite this verse after me. Okay. Please open 2.7. So you can remember 2.7 as turning point in Bhagavad Gita. I'll unmute someone. Maybe Sunil Prabhu. He's come after a long time. Karpanya dosha upahat svabhava
Karpanya dosha upah sabhava
prichhami tvam dharma samoha chetah
prichhami tvam samohatecha
dharma samoha chetah
dharma samohatecheta
yashya syan nishchitam bruhi tanme.
yasya chatriya nishchitam brutan me.
इंग्लिश मीडियम का असर है. ध्यान से सुनो पहले, ठीक है. यश्रेया बोलो. यश्रेया
Yashya
स्यान
tyam
निश्चितम
nishchitam
ब्रूहि तन्मे
bruhitan me.
शिष्यस्तेहम
Shishyateham
शिष्यस्तेहम
shishyateham
शादिमाम
sadhimam
त्वम प्रपन्नम.
tvam prapan
Sorry, it is त्वाम प्रपन्नम.
tvam prapannam.
Now give it to Mataji. She might do a better job. Karpanya dosha upahas svabhava
कार्पण्य दोषा उपह स्वभाव
Prichhami tvam dharma samoha chetah
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूह चेता
Yasyan nishchitam bruhi tanme.
प्रभु से एक बार वापस से बोलिए.
Yashreya
यश्य
syan
श्याम श्यान
nishchitam bruhi tanme.
निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे.
Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam.
शिष्यस्यतेहां साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Wonderful. Thank you. Mataji. You
I
scored
agree.
better. You scored better than Sunil Prabhu. Higher marks. Okay, who is next? Rajesh Prabhu. Unmute कीजिए अपने आप को. You have to unmute yourself. You don't know how to unmute? अभी आपको मैसेज आया होगा, आप कीजिए, दबाइए उसको. Yes. कार्पण्य दोष उपह स्वभाव
कार्पण्य दोष वहत् स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेतः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेताः
यस्यास्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यस्येषा निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्।
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Kabra Prabhuji. Kabra Prabhuji. हाँ. कार्पण्य दोषो उपह स्वभाव
कार्पण्य दोषपहत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेतः
पृच्छामि त्वा धर्म समूढचेतः
यस्यास्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यश्चैन निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यास्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्।
Thank you, Prabhuji. Meenakshi Mataji. Priya Mataji, Kaya Sunil Prabhu. She joined last week. She is absconding today. Please remind her, she would have forgotten. Karpanya dosho upah swabhava
कार्पण्य दोषोपहत स्वभाव
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेतः
पृच्छामि त्वं धर्म समूढः चेतः
यस्यास्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
Prabhuji, this first word it's difficult. Can you
Yat-
split it?
यश्रेया
Yakshaya,
स्यान्
Syan,
निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme,
हाँ शिष्यास्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वं प्रपन्नम्
Sishyasate Shadimam Tvam Prapannam.
Thank you. Just give me 1 minute, please. Who is left? Miller Mataji. कार्पण्य दोषो उपह स्वभाव
कार्पण्यदोषो उपः स्वभाव
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेता
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढचेता
यस्येयस्या निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यास्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेहां शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्।
Very nice. Thank you. Shweta's second Mataji. Shweta 2, Shweta 1, Shweta 2. So you are Shweta 2. ठीक है? Going forward. Shweta 1 Ahmedabad, Shweta 2 Udaipur. कार्पण्य दोषो उपह स्वभाव
कार्पण्य दोषो उपहत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढ़ चेता
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढचेताः
यस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यक्ष्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यास्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यास्तेऽहं शाधिमां तं त्वं प्रपन्नम्।
Very nice. Thank you. Aishwarya Mataji. कार्पण्य दोषो उपह स्वभाव
कार्पण्यदोषोपहत् स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
Very nice. Thank you. Who is left? Riyansh Prabhu. Karpanya dosho upahasvabhava
कार्पण्य दोषो उपहात स्वभावः
Pritchami tvam dharma samudacheta
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेतः
Yashreyasyanishchitam bruhi tanme
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam.
शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Very nice. Thank you. Om Prakash Prabhu. Unmute कीजिए. कार्पण्य दोषो उपहास्वभावा
कार्पण्य दोषोप्यत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढचेतः
पश्यामि त्वां धर्म समुच्चयेत
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यश्चेयस्तायि निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यातेऽहं स्वादिमा त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Uma Mataji. कार्पण्य दोषो उपहास्वभावा
दोषो उपहत स्वभाव कार्पण्यदोषो उपहत स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते
शिष्यातेऽहं स्वादिमा त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Thank you, Mataji. Mahajan Prabhuji and Prabhu Mataji, welcome. I was thinking today we'll miss you, but you have appeared with Krishna's grace. You have to admit yourself, Mataji. I can't hear you. Admit yourself.
कभी हम रास्ते में थे इसलिए अटेंड नहीं कर पाए थे पहले.
अच्छा नहीं कोई बात. You would like to recite this verse? Anyone?
Which one, sir?
Yeah.
2.7.
Yeah.
You can recite after me. Okay. Karpanya dosho upahasvabhava
कार्पण्य दोषो उपहत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म समूढचेतः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेतः
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Thank you. Ramakrishna Prabhu would like to recite. You're there. Okay. Thank you very much. Karpanya means of miserliness. Miserliness. Dosha by the weakness. Upahata being afflicted. Swabhavaha characteristics. Prichami, I am asking. Tvam, unto you. Dharma, religion. Samudaha, bewildered. Chetaha, in heart. Yat, what? Shreyaha, all good. Syat, maybe. Nishchitam, confidently. Bruhi, tell. Tat, that, may, unto me. Shishyaha, disciple. Te, your. I am. Shadhi, just instruct. Mam, may. Tvam, unto you. Prapannam, surrendered. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. Please instruct me. Basically, now Arjuna is telling Krishna to recite Bhagavad Gita so that all my confusion is over. Okay. So this verse teaches us why we should accept a guru. Table tennis guru nahi, Adhyatmik guru, spiritual master. Why is so important in one's life? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Very long purport. So you can write down highlights of the purport. Listen very attentively and write down what you think is important in this. Okay, everybody, without exception. By nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity. And therefore, it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. So, the purpose of accepting a spiritual master is to execute the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life. So you're writing, why we need a guru? Just write bullet points. Why we need a guru? Which happen without our desire. They're like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Perplexities are like forest fire. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place, and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom, therefore, advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master. Now, the qualification of spiritual master. One must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. Disciplic succession means parampara, bona fide parampara. A person with a bona fide, you understand bona fide? Authentic, genuine, spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should not therefore remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. Now, who is the man in material perplexities? It is he who does not understand the problems of life. One who does not understand the problems of life. Real problems. Not that my maid is not coming or I did not get salary on time. I've got pimples on my face, my hair are turning gray. What do I do? Not these problems, real problems of life. In the Brihad Aranakya Upanishad, the perplexed man is described as follows. Yuva etat aksharam gargi avidhi vasamal lokat preti sakripanaha. Who is Kripanaha? There is a word in this shloka called Karpanne, one who is afflicted with miserly weakness. What is Kripana? He is miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human and thus quits this world like cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. Basically, one who leaves the body without knowing the Lord and without knowing the purpose of this material world, without knowing the purpose of this human body, without knowing how to solve these problems. If one comes to this material world and leaves without solving these problems and lives his life like a cats and dogs, takes birth, enjoys little bit and dies, he is a Kripana. He is a miser. Why is a miser? We'll discuss. This human form of life is the most valuable asset for the living entity, who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize the opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is the Brahmana. So the opposite of Kripana is Brahmana. Okay? Or he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all problems of life. Ya etat aksharam gargi vidivasmal lokat preti sabrahmana. The Kripanas or miserly persons waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc. in the material conception of life. One is often attached to family life, namely to wife, children, and other members, on the basis of skin disease. We'll discuss about the skin disease. The Kripana thinks that he is able to protect his family members from death. Or the Kripana thinks that his family or society can save him from the verge of death. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. Being intelligent, Arjuna could understand that his affection for family members and his wish to protect them from death were the causes of his perplexities. Although he could understand that his duty to fight was awaiting him, still on account of miserly weakness, he could not discharge the duties. He failed to perform his duty due to this miserly weakness, Kripanata. He is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, Jagat Guru, to make a definite solution. He offers himself to Krishna as a disciple. He wants to stop friendly talks. Talks between the master and the disciple are serious, not to joke around. Okay? The relationship between Guru and disciple is pretty serious relationship. for serious discussions about life. And now Arjuna wants to talk very seriously before the recognized spiritual master Krishna. Krishna is therefore the original spiritual master of the science of Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna is the first disciple for understanding the Gita. How Arjuna understands the Bhagavad Gita is stated in the Gita itself, and yet foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's within and without, and one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool in trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very powerful purport by Prabhupada. Okay, so first I would like to hear from you what all key highlights you have written, and then we'll discuss. Okay, so anybody who would like to share can raise your hand. First come, first some basis. Yes, Yash Prabhu. Just very briefly, one line.
Yes, sir. Yes. The purpose of accepting spiritual master is to know the purpose of life, and perplexities are like forest fire, and one must approach a spiritual master who is a part of the parampara. Man in material perplexities.
Bus. Thank you. So, purpose of accepting spiritual master is to solve problems of life, or to execute the purpose of life, the purpose of this human body. To eat around, to joke around, to have fun, you don't need guru. Okay. Guru means what? Guru means gu plus ru. It's made up of two words, gu plus ru. Gu is called darkness, and ru means who dispels it. So Guru means the one who dispels the darkness, who takes out living entity from darkness to light, from confusion to clarity, from ignorance to knowledge. That is Guru. Okay? Gu shabd tu andhakara. Gu matlab andhakar, darkness, ignorance. And Ru means taking out from darkness. So Guru means a person. So Guru is a very big position. We sometimes undermine or, insult this word Guru by using this word for our table tennis Guru, guitar Guru. They're not Gurus. In fact, they're pushing us into darkness. They are not taking us out of darkness. All material gurus are pushing us into darkness, not taking us out. So Adhyatmic Guru or spiritual master is one who will catch hold of you and pull you out of the mud of this material world. Pull you out of ignorance, pull you out of darkness into light. That is Guru. We'll discuss some other day, like who is Guru. Guru is none other than direct representative of the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord manifests as a Guru to teach us about the science of Krishna consciousness. The Guru's position is extremely high. So that's why when you call me Guru, I feel ashamed. Now you understand why I tell you don't call me Guru. Okay. So I am also an ordinary student like all of you, one amongst you. So Guru is a very special word. So Arjuna is now telling Krishna, Karpanya dosha. I'm suffering with this miserly weakness. Now let's understand this word kripana. What is kripana? Who is a miser in ordinary language? Anyone? Who is a miser person? Kanjus.
One who doesn't spend money, saves money for future needs.
Yes. So means one who has resources available but does not utilize it. He is a miser, correct? One suppose he is a very wealthy person but lives his life like a beggar on the street. He is a miser person. He has the resources to lead a comfortable, respectful life, but he's living his life like a beggar. He is a miser. So principally miser means, or kripana means, one who does not utilize the resources awarded to him for the purpose it is awarded. For example, Arjuna is a Kshatriya. He has all the strength to fight and defeat Kauravas, correct? He is fully equipped with the resources to fight and defeat Kauravas, but he's saying, no, I will not fight the battle. Kripana. Not utilizing the strength given to him. That is one purport of this term, kripana. Right? Second purpose or meaning of kripana, which is more deeper, is there are 84 lakh species, you heard many times, 8.4 million species. Out of this, there are only 4 lakh species which are of human being. 80 lakh species are different species like, reptiles, birds, animals, trees, plants, and aquatics. But only 4 lakh species. 4 lakh privileged species. So when a soul undergoes all the species, all the bodies, then he gets body of human being. Can you imagine how many lifetimes we have spent already previously in the body of a dog, cat, ass, plants, reptiles, aquatics, before we have been awarded this special instrument, special machine called human body. And why one gets this human body? For a special purpose. Special body for a special purpose. So we have been given this wonderful resource called human body to execute the purpose for which it has been given. We'll discuss more in detail the purpose later, but there's a higher purpose of this human body or this life. But we live like animals, simply waste time in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, like any animal will do. This is called kripanata, miserly weakness. Making sense? Making sense? Or you think I'm exaggerating? So one who leaves this body without solving the problems of life, he is a miser. Without knowing who the Lord is, he is a miser. Without knowing the purpose of this material world, he is a miser. So the very first Vedanta Sutra is called Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Now that you have human body, please inquire about Brahman or God. Now that you have human body, please ask question, how is everything happening? What is the purpose of this life? Why I get so many problems in my life? Why I get old? Why I get diseased? Why I have to die? and go through so much of pain? Why take birth again? These are very intelligent questions. Only intelligent person can ask. Only spiritually awakened person can ask these kind of questions. Not a dull-headed materialist. Now you can count your fortune that you're reading Bhagavad Gita. So far, we have been the most unfortunate souls, and all of a sudden, we have become the most fortunate souls. Why? Now we are told what is the purpose of my life. After maybe 40 years have gone, maybe 50 years gone, maybe 60 years have already elapsed. Now we will know what is the purpose of life. And can do something about it. So Arjuna is confused. He says, I am suffering with this miserly weakness. Dharma, karpanya dosha upahat swabhava. Upahat swabhava means I have lost all the composure. You have seen the condition of Arjuna in the last few verses. He was shivering, he's sweating, he's crying. Isn't it? His hairs are standing, his skin is burning, his throat is dry. Why? Because he's confused. Prichhami tvam dharma samudha cheta. Please tell me what is my dharma. I don't know what is my dharma. To fight what is right. See, as a Kshatriya, it is his right to fight, correct? But he is not sure whether it is right to kill his guru. Both are different right. Huh? It is his right to fight a Kshatriya, but he doesn't know whether it is right to kill them. Because they are his Bhishma Pitama and Guru, his spiritual master. So he is confused. So he says, I don't know what is my dharma. Please tell me. Dharma means duty. One definition of dharma is what is my duty currently, standing here in this battlefield. To fight or not to fight? This is confusion, Arjuna. So we also encounter many situations in life. We don't know what to do. This is right. This is right. See, if it is, right and wrong, it is easy to discriminate, correct? But if it is between right and little more right, then very difficult to distinguish or discriminate. Correct? Got some cold all of a sudden, uninvited. So he's asking, please tell me what is my dharma. And as a student, what is his next statement is very important. What should one ask from a spiritual master? What is the quality of an inquiry? He's saying, Yash Shreya. Yash Shreya. Shreya means what is ultimate good for me? I am interested only in that. There are two terms. Just understand this very carefully. Very important terms, and meditate on them. And remember what are these two terms. One is called Shreyas, one is called Preyas. Write it down. Shreyas and Preyas. Preyas means instant pleasure. When one is seeking instant pleasure, instant sense gratification, that is called preyas. Like this entire modern civilization is based on the principle of preyas. No one is interested in Krishna. No one is interested in finding the purpose of life, solving the purpose of life. No one is interested. Everybody is interested in instant pleasure. Instant coffee, instant Maggie, instant this, instant that. आजकल इंस्टेंट शादी भी होती है ना? Everything instant. Short-term pleasure without thinking about the implications of this short-term pleasure is called prayas. Short-term oriented. But when one is thinking long-term, what is ultimately good for me, Arjuna, Krishna, I am only interested in that. I am not like all these hardcore materialists looking for instant pleasure. I am interested in what is my ultimate welfare. What is in my interest in the long term? Please tell me that. I am interested only in that. So a normal materialist is living his life for instant short-term pleasures. है ना? आज ये कल वो, फिर वो पुराना हो गया कुछ नया, वो पुराना हो गया फिर कुछ नया. The whole life goes in changing these sense objects. है ना? आज पुरानी होगी, नई गाड़ी ले लो, नई गाड़ी पुरानी होगी, नई गाड़ी ले लो, घर पुराना हो गया, नया घर ले लो, एक कमरा कम है, एक कमरा ज्यादा ले लो, है ना? चलो बाहर खाना खा के आते हैं, बाहर घूम के आते हैं. These are all pleasures, but very short term. But Arjuna is interested in what? I want a solution which gives me eternal pleasure. Constant pleasure. I don't want these ups and downs. Kabhi sukh, kabhi dukh. Taram pam pam. कौन सा है गाना वो? हमको ऐसा सुख दुख नहीं चाहिए. हमको चाहिए ऐसा सुख जो कभी खत्म नहीं. Started means started. Eternal happiness, eternal joy, eternal bliss, eternal peace, eternal everything. So that is the kind of solution Arjuna is seeking. Analogy to explain this: suppose Riyansh Prabhu has an exam tomorrow. Okay? He is doing engineering or whatever. He is doing what? He is doing some graduation. He has exam tomorrow. His friends come to him. Chal Riyansh, cricket khel ke aate hain. Let's go and play some cricket. He says, yeah, exam to aate jate rehte hain. Let's go and play. Let me not miss his opportunity. So he puts his books aside and goes out to play with his friends. This is called prayas. Without thinking, मैं एग्जाम में फेल हो गया तो क्या होगा? आगे एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा अच्छी कॉलेज में, एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा तो अच्छी नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी, अच्छी नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी तो अच्छी छोकरी नहीं मिलेगी, है ना? अच्छी नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी, अच्छा घर नहीं होगा. He is not thinking long term. He is thinking अभी मेरे को खेलने का है. I just want to enjoy it now. I don't think about what happens later on. This is called prayas. But if he tells his friends, get lost from here, tomorrow is my exam, please allow me to study. This is called shreyas. This is shreyas. Make sense? So somebody who is simply busy enjoying this life is prayas. Somebody is thinking, what will happen after this life? I have to get admission into next body, next planet. Let me start working on this right away. This is called prayas. You understood shreyas and prayas? Now tell me, people around you are interested in what? Shreyas or prayas? Anji?
Prayas.
Others? I want everybody to share their view. Prayas.
Prayers.
Prayers. Others? Yes. Nobody is worried about. Kya baat?
Shreyas.
Okay. So people in general are more focused, concerned for cricket खेलने का है. Exam की तैयारी नहीं करने का. Cricket खेलने का ही बात है. Enjoy करो. This is called. But Arjuna is not interested. So we have to be student like him. We should not go to Guru and ask him, Guru Maharaj, मैं कौन से share में invest करूं? Please give me some divine suggestion. Will actual stock do nicely in the future, or should I transfer my money from HUL to some other PNG or some, this is not the kind of question you go and ask spiritual master. You should ask spiritual master, I'm not able to chant attentively. Please guide me. How do I chant properly? So we should ask questions which give us long-term benefit, not short-term benefit. So Arjuna is interested in Shreyas, not Prayas. Then he's saying, Yashreyasya Nishchitam. Nishchitam means what? Certainly. I am not interested in anything else. Nishchitam bruhitanme shishyasteham. I offer myself as a student. I surrender at your lotus feet as a student. Please accept me as your student and instruct me. Prapannam means I surrender myself. Shadhimam tvam. Shadi means just instruct me. So he is now degrading his position from the position of a friend to the position of a student. Correct? Because knowledge can flow like this, not like this. When two friends talk, there is no knowledge transfer. They'll talk about movies, they'll talk about who is the best hero, which movie you have seen, where did you visit last. है ना? ये बातें करते हैं. क्यों रियाज प्रभु? You discuss when you sit with friends. But you're sitting with Guru, then you will not discuss all of this. So Arjuna is, finishing all the opportunities of frivolous talks. He said, no more frivolous talks. Now I'm going to ask very serious questions. Why? I am your student and you're my teacher. You're my spiritual master. Please instruct me. So this is a very humble position taken by Arjuna. Why? He is interested to attain divine knowledge. So if you are really interested, as a student, you have to be always humble. As a student, you have to be always humble. As a student, you have to be always humble. Never in challenging mood. If you really want to attain knowledge, the more humble you become, more fast will be the flow of knowledge. For example, if there is a tap, correct, as a container, and water is coming from tap. If container is here, the flow of knowledge or the water will be very slow. In the sense, not with the flow. But if container comes down, the pressure of flow will increase. Correct? Yes or no? So more you go down in terms of your position, in terms of humility, submissiveness, faster knowledge will flow from Guru. So you have to be very obedient to the instructions of Guru, very, submissive, always in serving mood. We are not in material class now. We are talking about spiritual education. This is used to be the concept of earlier Gurukulas. A disciple used to serve the Guru. He will go to forest, he'll bring some firewood for Guru, for cooking. He'll do various services, and then he will go and ask questions. In I think 4th chapter, we'll talk about when Krishna is, teaching how to take shelter of a Guru. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya ubdekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tat dakshina. One should take shelter of a tattva darshina, means a Guru who has seen the truth, who has realized the truth. He can only give knowledge. Someone who has not realized himself, how can he give? So you have to accept or approach a spiritual master who has realized this knowledge. How? Pranipatena, always paying obeisances, always paying pranam, always in humble mood. That is first qualification. Second, sevaya, you should serve your spiritual master in different ways. Right? One is called Vapu Seva, one is called Vani Seva. Vapu means physical service, and Vani means Sincerely following the instructions of Guru is also a service to the Guru. This is called Vani Seva, service to his statements, to his instructions. And physical seva is like, bringing firewood from the forest. Like Krishna and Sudama went outside to bring firewood for Sudama, for Sandipni Muni, for the Guru. So listening attentively to the instructions of spiritual master and following them sincerely is serving spiritual master. Okay, so one should be, and when you serve, when you are submissive, then you have a right to ask question from him. Pariprashnena sevaya. Then you can ask question to Guru. When you are submissive and when you are serving Guru, then you get the qualification to ask question from Guru. Little heavy subject, but very important subject. Is better you understand it right in the beginning. Okay, making sense? So the relationship between Guru and disciple is a very divine relationship. It is not ordinary relationship of normal teacher and student. And students have no respect for the teachers, isn't it? And teachers also don't care about the students. And most teachers, I'm sure there must be few like Nidhi Mataji, she's on the screen now, right? Who are sincere teachers, who are not, giving education for money, but for the welfare of the students. So Guru has no interest in the money of disciple. Okay, no interest. He is only interested in the spiritual welfare of the student. So what all we learn today? First, who is Kripana? One who does not utilize this life to execute the purpose of life. He is called Kripana, और उसका उल्टा होता है Brahmana, who knows the purpose of life and he utilizes his body to execute the purpose of life. Suppose one who does not utilize the purpose, what will happen then? This facility will be withdrawn. If the given facility is misused, then facility is withdrawn. Let me ask a question to Mahajan Prabhuji. Suppose you have an employee and you've given him, a car for official purpose, for certain purpose, defined purpose, and agreement also written. This, what is the purpose of giving you a car? To visit customer, to visit supplier, to attend meeting, to come to office, right? But what this employee doing? He's using this car to roam around his girlfriend, to having enjoyment. He goes to cinema, he goes to his relatives out of the city and misusing this car. So next time, will you give this car to him?
No, we'll withdraw as soon as you come to know that he's misusing it.
Similarly, Krishna will withdraw the facility of human life if it is misused.
Very good example.
He will withdraw.
Very good.
There he is misusing this. He is living life like an animal, so he should be given animal body, not human body. Human body is a precious body. Precious body. Cannot be misused. So if you misuse, Krishna will say, oh, bas ho gaya. You don't know how to use it. So you go and take which body? Your life, your desires are like a dog. You're always hunting for women, like dog is hunting always for, so it's better you go into body of a dog. So based on our desires and our karmas, we'll get next body. So this human body is very rare and very important. Nardehamadyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam Guru Karnadharam Maya Anukulena Nabhasvateritam Puman Bhavabdim Nattaresa Atmaha. So this human body, it is explained in Bhagavatam. Nardeham Adyam Sulabham Sudurlabham. this body is fit for the purpose it is meant for. Okay? First point. Why? In this body you can hear Bhagavad Gita, no? And get some self-realization. Can a dog sit and hear Bhagavad Gita? His body is not fit for the purpose of self-realization. You can hear, you can practically apply, you can have realization. Dog, elephant, ass, plants, they do not have this. So this body is fit for the purpose. Nardehamadyam sulabham. Now, because of this evolution, we have got it very, easily. Isn't it? Just got it now. Sulabham, sudurlabham, but it is very rare. It doesn't come so easily. Now you got it. Now you got it, but it doesn't come very easily. It's the rarest of rare occasion that one gets a body of human. Nardehamadyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam. This human body is like a boat. The human body is like a boat. Plavam sukalpam, wonderfully built. This boat is wonderfully built. Why? It has 2 ears, not one, to hear Bhagavad Gita. 2 ears to hear Bhagavad Gita, to eat prasadam, to take darshan of the Lord, 2 legs to go to holy places. For the purpose it is fit. Plavam sukalpam guru karna dharam. And who is the pilot of this boat? Guru. So this human body is like a boat, and who is going to run this boat in the right direction? Guru karna dharam. Who is the pilot of this boat? It is your guru. So guru has a very high position in disciples. What do you call? क्या बोलेंगे उनको? दृष्टि में, in his vision. Guru holds a very high position. Maya anukulena. This is Krishna himself speaking this verse. He is saying this human body is like a boat fit for the purpose, and Guru is the pilot of this boat. Maya anukulena nabhasvateritam. And the instructions I am giving you in this Bhagavad Gita, it is like favorable wind for the boat. So you got boat, you got Guru, you got favorable wind. What else you need to cross the ocean of this material world? You need these 3 things, right? You need a boat to cross, you need a good pilot to cross, and you need a favorable wind to cross. And soul is sitting inside the boat to cross. Who has to cross this ocean of material world? Then he says, Puman bhavabdhim nattaret saatmaha. If one, after having received all these facilities, if he doesn't cross the ocean, he is committing a spiritual suicide. Atmaha. He is killing himself. So one who is not utilizing this human body is simply committing suicide. Not taret sahatma. If he is not crossing, and if he is using the boat, he will hunt around. Oh, let me see nice fishes around. Let me go and eat some nice fishes. So he uses boat for that purpose. Oh, let me go to this island and stay with my wife for a few days. Let's have a good time. Using the boat for this purpose, not to cross. So this human body is a privilege, at the same time, great responsibility. Privilege always comes with responsibility. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So very, very important. Let me see if I miss anything. Yeah. So very, very important words. That's why I took little extra time today. My apologies. I didn't want to break the flow to next class. So please meditate on this. If you're able to imbibe the learnings of this verse today, your life can transform very quickly.
Prabhuji, one question is there.
Just one sec, Prabhuji. I'll open it for questions. Correct? So it can be your turning point in your life. Like it was a turning point in Arjuna's life. After hearing Bhagavad Gita, he said, Nasht moha smriti labdha. Now all my confusions are over. Smriti labdha. I have regained my memory. I know what to do now. So like this, you'll also have eureka moment. Oh, now I know what is the purpose of my life. Now, whatever time is gone, doesn't matter. But whatever time I have, let me try to solve or execute the purpose of life. बहुत हो गया मजा. अभी थोड़ा गंभीर हो जाते हैं जीवन के अंदर. Let's get serious about, this life. ठीक है? So please meditate on this before we come next week and go forward. Yes, now open for questions. Little heavy today, na? Who are feeling it was very heavy?
Heavy, but very, very useful and giving a purpose of life.
Yes.
Explained so well that how you move from confusion to
clarity.
Clarity and surrendering to the master.
Yes.
So you guide me, I'll follow you.
Yes.
Very good.
So why we need to follow instructions? See, we have whom we can follow. Either we can follow our mind, who is contaminated. Mind will say, "Aaj ye karo, kal wo karo, aaj yahan jao, aaj wahan jao, aaj ye khao, aaj wo khao." Mind will give these kind of instructions.
Right.
So following mind in its contaminated situation is extremely dangerous. Krishna will talk about this in 6th chapter. If mind is not under control, he is your enemy. Don't follow him. If mind is controlled through various devotional activities, then is your best friend. But currently, we are carrying enemy in us. So don't follow mind. Then whom to follow? Follow Guru, it is safer. Follow Shastras, it is safer. Don't follow your mind. Mind will say, "Arey so ja yaar, kya jaldi uthne ka hai?" This is what mind says. No, arey aadha ghanta aur. Arey aur aadha ghanta. And Guru will say, "No, get up at 4 o'clock."
Prabhuji, in the corporate world, we say, why reinvent the wheel? Why reinvent the wheel? Says, somebody is there to guide you, just follow him.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that source to follow should be authentic and bona fide.
Right. True.
That is important.
True.
Yes, Rajesh Prabhu, you're asking question.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask that the soul transfers between the body to body, isn't it?
Yes.
And so which one is important? Suppose हम मनुष्य के योनि में आते हैं, तब सोल awakened होता है, या हम ये जानने के सक्षम होते हैं that we should hear Bhagavad Gita, or we should chant Hare Krishna or worship God. लेकिन हम किसी और बॉडी में जाते हैं, तो then we don't have this sense कि हमें ईश्वर का ध्यान करना चाहिए या वर्शिप करना चाहिए.
Correct.
So इसमें बॉडी इम्पोर्टेंट है या सोल इम्पोर्टेंट है?
See, जो पशु योनि है उसको बोलते हैं भोग योनि. क्या बोलते हैं? वो केवल कर्मों को भोगते हैं, उस शरीर में कर्म नहीं होते. मनुष्य की योनि कर्म योनि है. मनुष्य कुछ भी करता है उसको रिएक्शन मिलता है. भोगता भी है और नए कर्म भी करता है. लेकिन पशुओं की जो बाकी योनियां हैं, देयर ओनली भोग योनिज. उसमें जो चेतना है वो बड़ी संकुचित रहती है. यू अंडरस्टैंड? संकुचित.
प्रभु जी, चेतना मीन्स क्या? यही सोल जब दूसरे योनि में जाता है तो वो क्या उसकी चेतना शून्य हो जाती है और जो
उसकी
मनुष्य
चेतना
योनि में
संकुचित हो जाती है। जैसे पेड़, उसके अंदर भी सोल है
जी
पर उसकी चेतना बड़ी संकुचित है ना,
जी
कैनॉट एक्सप्रेस, कैनॉट मूव। जैसे सजा देते हैं ना, जैसे जैसे आप टीचर हैं, ठीक है, और आप कोई स्टूडेंट शरारत कर रहा हो क्लास के अंदर, बोलते हैं पीछे बेंच पे खड़ा हो जाओ, गो एंड स्टैंड ऑन द बेंच, डोंट मूव अराउंड। So there are people who, you know, for example, a human being is supposed to cover his body, right? He cannot roam around naked, correct? But there are people in the modern age who they want to be naked. So they get bodies like tree, right? Fully naked. And punishment kya hai? Go and stand. Don't move around for many, many years. So these trees stand at one place. Somebody will come and cut. They can't say anything. They can't express. Can they do anything? If somebody is cutting, they can't defend. Why? Very sankuch chetna. Very.
So according to the soul, the body reacts.
No,
That means
according to karma, one gets body. According to body, it is a function of realization or not realization. Realization of the God can happen in human body, not in other bodies. Why humans have been awarded with higher intelligence, higher reasoning power, only for this purpose. So they can inquire. A dog cannot inquire. A tree cannot inquire, but a human being can inquire. So this body is important for self-realization. Soul moves from one body to another body based on their karmas. That is fixed. Based on their reaction, they get another body. Based on their desires, they get another body.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes, anyone else? सब क्लियर है?
सर वो शून्यवादी पूछना था ना, पर आज वाला जो डिस्कशन है वो बहुत टेस्टी है, उसके ऊपर और कुछ चाहिए नहीं, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम बता दीजिएगा।
हाँ, नेक्स्ट टाइम शून्यवादी
क्या
बात करें। हाँ, अभी समय भी नहीं है, समय भी शून्य है अभी हमारे पास, तो शून्यवाद अगली क्लास में चर्चा करेंगे।
नहीं, आज वाला बहुत अच्छा है, वो उसको चेरिश करना है।
हाँ, उसको मेडिटेट कीजिए।
अभी उसको चेरिश करना है।
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। So no more questions. सब समझ आ गया? So I hope you all have made notes. Please meditate on these learnings. These are extremely important learnings. I'm telling you, it can change your life. It can change the gear in your life immediately. You can move from first gear to fifth gear today, or it may take another 5 years, it may take 10 years, or maybe many lifetimes. So little time spent on meditation can shift the gear from first gear to fifth gear immediately. Don't miss this opportunity. Like in Arjuna's life, it was a turning point. It can be a turning point in our lives also. ठीक है जी? हरे कृष्णा। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you for taking out time on Sunday. Thank you very much.